Please welcome to the stage Alex Lee, Executive Vice President and Head of Visual Experience PM, Visual Display Business at Samsung Electronics.
Hey guys, hello again. Good afternoon. I'm Alex Lee, overseeing the VX business at Samsung Electronics. It's my pleasure to welcome each and every one of you to the Open Stage session. Before we dive headfirst into the tech talk, let's reflect on a significant date, March 11th, 2020. Does anyone here have any idea what does that mean? Does that ring a bell? Anyone? Haven't had your coffee yet? This is the day when the WHO made the official declaration of the global pandemic. COVID-19 has undeniably reshaped our daily lives and the business landscape significantly. Now, consider the significance of this figure, minus 34%. What do you think that is? Take a wild guess. Well, this number represents the staggering decline in the employment rate among small and medium-sized business, SMB, in New York City when the global impact of COVID-19 unfolded. It's funny how it already looks all blur, right? But you know, we just got out of it, and the lingering impact still reshapes our lives. As such, this was a pure pain, and we see the impact was bigger for small and medium businesses. Why did the entire sector suffer so much? There was a clear reason why as we see it. In order to get clarity, we simply looked at from the lens of signage adoption rate. I can summarize it in 2 words, feast and famine. The digitalization level of SMB space in terms of signage adoption is utterly low, only 13%. What does that mean to us? It means there was nothing much that an entire market space could do to cope with the disaster back then by utilizing benefits of storefront digitization, such as contactless sales, O2O integration, frictionless checkout, so forth, and so on that was available for McDonald's and Starbucks of the world. The bigger problem is we see the space is still untapped today. On the flip side, the enterprise space adoption rate is almost 5 times higher compared to the SMB sector. So, is that all well and dandy in the enterprise space then? Well, my answer is absolutely no. I see the entire space as highly underserved, and here's why. In terms of cloud adoption rate in the entire space enterprise sector, it's extremely high, as you know, because cloudification has been one of the most significant, if not #1 agenda in the last 10 years or so, right? Big data, now it's an AI, but about 3-5 years ago, it was all about cloud, right? However, our data shows the cloud adoption rate in terms of CMS solution space that we are playing is extremely low, only 17%, unfortunately, meaning more than 80% of CMS out there is still on-prem. This dictates a call to action for me and my team to simply go fix it. We have a crystal clear mandates, and there are 3 of them. First, screen value maximization, regardless of the industry, business sizes, and specific use cases. We have a reason to believe there's enormous room to grow in terms of value creation for our developers and ultimately for our partners. Second, democratize the screen share. As you saw earlier, as I just presented to you, we have our minds securely set to democratize the screen share to make sure we provide leveled ground for all business to compete fair and square, and moreover, we possess together strength and resiliency to fight over any disaster should it ever come again. Hope not, but if it ever comes, we should be ready. Third, cloud-native platform and services. We will only be able to achieve other 2 mandates only through collaborating with developers with a state-of-the-art born on the cloud platform that will provide flexibility, scalability, and security. To me, the fancy term platform is not a technical jargon. Rather, it's just a plain English, meaning a platform where all our developers and partners should stand up on and to grow. Yeah? So, how are we going to make this all happen? Securely positioned on top of our cloud-native VXT platform, our strategy comes in twofold. First, everybody talks about point of differentiation, yeah? But sorry, that's just not enough for us. Unparalleled value and experience beyond point of differentiation in our products and services, POD is not enough. We call this point of innovation. We will show you some. Secondly, let me help you jog your memory as we try to forget the very basic, as in why we do this and what we do. B2B business is all about solving our clients' tough business problems. That's why we call many software products in B2B space solutions. Yes? SCM solution, CRM solution, ERP solution. As such, platform business, I talked about this in the morning, is defined by the availability of high-quality third-party solutions and contents, period. The problem is, unlike B2C space, there are too many industries and sub-verticals, use cases. Hence, there's no one business could develop all these vast amount of use cases and workloads. For example, solutions for medical clinics to restaurants, real estates, automotive, just to name a few. Our answer to this is called PIRS, stands for Pre-Integrated and Repeatable Solutions. First, point of innovation, let me just share a few key innovative values of VXT. D2B, D2P stands for direct to business, direct to partners. We are the industry first to provide direct online access in B2B space for both business partners and our clients. You could search, Google it, experience it, buy, and scale in a couple of minutes. Click, click, click. You don't have to call your SIs. Free trial. Having said that, one of our biggest values to any prospects interested in the VXT is free trial. Simply go play around and have fun with our products for a full 60 days. No questions asked. Experience the full features. You don't have a screen? Don't worry about it. You can use your laptop, your TV, a notebook as your virtual screen. Instantaneous provisioning. This is a big one. Sticking to the true spirit of born on the cloud solution, VXT is downloadable and activated instantaneously in a couple of minutes. What does this mean? It means swipe your credit card and the software gets downloaded right there and you can use it. Not in the weeks, not in the month, which is still an industry norm. Easy to use VXT Canvas. One of the design principles at day one was just keep it simple. It was under a clear premise that not every VXT users are CMS experts. As such, we made it very intuitive, very easy to use while accommodating experts' needs. Real-time monitoring. With VXT, it is no longer some clunky thumbnail image that are very laggy. You could get a live feed, real time of your content using this remote management capability. This simply means we can sit here in Las Vegas. Oh, we're in San Jose, sorry. Too much coffee. And click a button, and you can see an actual image being played on the signage in Milan or in Seoul, where I came from. Live streaming versus laggy thumbnail views. Energy management, guys, this is big. It's the era of ESG. We gotta save the Mother Earth, right? It goes without saying that many countries already put energy savings regulations in the space of signages. You don't see those signages being lit up all throughout the night anymore, right? If you were running thousands of those signages, you cannot do this manually. We have a technology so that those signages will be optimized and save the energy for you. Early warning. This is a critical one because I used to run this business before my joining at Samsung. The biggest cost item in your P&L for our partners, which you're dying to minimize, is the field service cost. In-person field service cost is too high, but with early warning, we aim to give you a heads up before the problem becomes the problem. If not, at least you get alerted in the matter of a minute and second, should the problem ever occur. Security, we talked about this. Last but not the least, Samsung has zero tolerance policy for any type of security breach. We take immense pride in being the only solution in the market today that achieved both ISO 27001 and 27701 certification, especially in personal information protection on top of Samsung's tried and true Knox security platform. The last innovative features I'd like to introduce is SmartThings on VXT. In the past, setting up automatic content play was cumbersome, expensive. Sensors were scarce, and integrated to a middleware was even more challenging, not to mention costly. However, with SmartThings, enabled device features pre-integrated VXT, configuring dynamic scenario has never been easier. We'll be a one-step gateway to all sensors first, and connect all Samsung devices, and then finally access to every devices in the world. Don't take my word for it. TJ is here to tell you the real story of the real partners. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce TJ, VXT Business Development, and NATO. TJ?
Thank you, Alex, for the introduction. My team is responsible for executing Alex's vision in the market and bringing VXT to individual clients. It is my pleasure to share with you an early adopter use case demonstrating the benefits of VXT. Hy-Vee is a grocery store, 550 stores, retail chains across the Midwest of the United States. They have been using Samsung hardware and software for many, many years. And with VXT, we were able to offer them a complete upgrade to their solution. First, by migrating to the cloud, we were able to offload some infrastructure and support burden to Samsung. We migrated their fleet of 5,000 displays to VXT over the course of just 10 days, and are now well on our way to over 10,000 screens in this year. Secondly, with VXT and Samsung Ads, Hy-Vee has been able to expand their retail media strategy, monetizing their screens while continuing to engage shoppers with a mix of in-house content like live cooking demos and product pairings. This is the perfect example of what Alex called screen value maximization. So VXT is already a proven solution for large retailers, but it can also scale down just as well as it scales up. Next up is Matthew, the CMO at Stingray, who will be presenting on his company's innovation with VXT PIRS.
Thank you, DJ. Thank you very much for the intro, TJ. Hi, everyone. Stingray has had a rich and profitable relationship over the past 15 years with Samsung. It started in 2011 with the launch of the first Magic Info network in North America. It allowed Stingray to become one of the largest magic info operator in the world. 5 years ago, we started doing business with our friends on the consumer business side, Samsung, and we're providing today 30 video and audio channels, curated channels on the Samsung TV Plus platform. And now today, as a new Samsung Global VXT partner, we're really proud to launch 2 new VXT PIRS apps, Stingray Music and Stingray Streams. The first of these 2 apps is Stingray Music. It will offer subscribers 25 professionally curated music channels that are brand safe for the retail space. The app will initially target larger retailers who are able to dedicate a Samsung display to the Stingray Music app and use the display as the audio source for their sound system while having generic music-related content on that display. As you can see, the user can easily select and drag from our full music catalog any music channel into the VXT canvas for easy playback. And now on to Stingray Streams, which will offer subscribers 4 rich, ambience-curated visual channels with their soundtrack, naturescape, ocean wonders, scenic flyovers, and Zen moments. Subscribers will also have the ability to overwrite the existing soundtrack with any of the 10 Stingray Music channels to their selected visual channel. The app will target small and medium businesses, think hair salons, bars, healthcare waiting rooms, coffee shop, that wish to quickly, easily create a rich visual and audio ambience for their retail space and place of business. Thank you very much. And now I'll pass the stage over to Vitaly.
Matthew, thank you for sharing your insights of the PIRS application development journey. Hello, everyone. I'm so excited here to present to you the PIRS, which stands for Pre-Integrated Repeatable Solution. From now on, the VXT team welcomes partners to introduce their business ideas as an integral part of VXT CMS. With our PIRS approach, VXT CMS and users gain enhanced features within the same user experience upon creating and publishing their content. At the same time, VXT partners benefit from increased market traction and new revenue stream. How about a short overview of our current PIRS onboarding status? The initial wave of integrations within VXT CMS already passed within several pilot projects. And these days, the number of PIRS applications are continuously growing and will explode within the near future. Many more applications will appear in the VXT CMS, including generative AI-based. However, all of you still have a possibility to become one of our first PIRS partners. All submitted ideas are properly reviewed and can gain chance on onboarding. And don't miss that. In order to become a VXT developer and start developing a PIRS application, we provide Wine Framework, named after widget and extension, 2 key components of a PIRS application. To get acknowledged with Wine Framework, we share clear guidance and sample code, design principles, and development tools. We plan to deliver them via GitHub in the near future. We also plan to start meetups and hackathons in cities near you. So, we introduced Wine Framework, where Wine stands for the widget and extension. What does these terms actually mean? An extension is a library which is used to add logic to the content creation process. This part of PIRS application is used for VXT Canvas only while preparing the project. It can be used for authorization in your backend or for generating an actual UI component which will be displayed on the LFD panel. Every bit of preparation you can think of can be done within the extension library code. A widget, on the other hand, is the UI component of your PIRS application. This is a part of the PIRS application which VXT CMS and user will configure and publish on actual displays. A VXT PIRS application is distributed in two separate packages. The first zip package includes extension library and this manifest file in JSON format, which defines the look and feel of a sidebar of VXT Canvas. This sidebar is usually used by VXT and users to select the component for their content. This is how the PIRS application can leverage on the VXT end user experience to provide various types of configuration for the widget within one PIRS application. The second zip package includes the widget web application with its own configuration file. This configuration file defines the specific properties of that exact widget. It can be filled by the PIRS application developer with a wide range of components, starting with the simple inputs and finishing with complicated image grids. Moreover, VXT Canvas provides developers a flexible set of advanced features, such as defining property panel on the fly, or editing widget behavior within the main area of the Canvas pane. Remember to explore our documentation to see how it works. The second major part of Wine Framework is a two-way communication channel, which we've named Wine API. It provides channels between PIRS application components and the execution environment. Design of Wine API is easy and flexible, even so well described in the documentation. Thanks to these channels, the extension can dynamically set a property panel of the widget configuration, and the widget can react on VXT and user input. That makes VXT and users acknowledge a PIRS application as an integral part of the whole VXT CMS. On the top of that, while playing a widget on the LFD panel, the Wine API provides information about the current state of a playback so that widget can preload its structure in advance and start playing on the proper event, offer the same seamless user experience as any other content. Using these two parts of Wine Framework, which are wine configuration and wine communication, you can easily develop your PIRS application. I wish to see you all to become a partner of our VXT CMS solution. Thank you. And now welcome back on stage, Alex Lee.
Thank you, Vitaly. Still awake? A little tired? We will continue to collaborate closely with our partners, especially the developers, to develop high-quality solutions. The synergy between our PIRS app and Wine Framework has proven effective in addressing current business challenges. With the VXT developer ecosystem, we aim to foster ongoing collaboration and shared growth. I hope the story we told you today resonated with all of you. If you don't remember all of it, that's fine. Hopefully, this was a good chance for you to get familiarized with a digital signage form factor. Maybe not as familiar as the mobile phones and TVs, but you know they're everywhere. Once you walked out of the airport yesterday or today, all those displays, those are all digital signages, not to mention one right behind me, right? So at the end of the day, VXT is here to serve people like you, partners, developers, all shapes and sizes, whose both feet are on the ground, in the field, doing the real work. That's what we're here for. Thank you very much.